Hey guys, I'm Jordan and you're watching Fixbook. But 10 seconds before we get started, I made this video to help you, so please help me if it helps you. It only takes a second or two. It's a great help if you subscribe, like, and or leave a comment down below. That's it. Let's get started.
So today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your alternator in your 2005 to present Toyota Tacoma. In today's project, I used a long 3/8 ratchet, a shorter 3/8 ratchet, a shallow 14mm socket, a deep 14mm socket, a deep 10mm socket, an extension, and some plug wire removers. Not for spark plug wires though. The first thing we need to do is go ahead and remove your negative battery terminal. And it's going to be a 10mm nut that's holding it on there. So we're going to go ahead and wiggle it. Take it off, just set it off to the side. Okay guys, and the next thing we need to do is we need to get our ratchet and 14mm socket on this belt tensioner right there, and we're going to loosen the belt and we're going to pull it off the alternator and set it off to the side. And let's see if you can see, it's not, let's see, it's not that top sprocket, but the one right below it, that's the belt tensioner sprocket. So, and you're going to turn it right to loosen it up. So pull it this way, and then I'm just gonna pull that belt there and set it off to the side, and then this ratchet can just set right there on that hose. That's just fine. And then we'll leave it out of the way there, and hopefully you don't get it off all your sprockets, so you don't have to put your belt back on. But if you do, I have a video showing you how to replace your serpentine belt, and you can click on the link annotation in the video right now, or the link in the video description to find that video in case you do need to put your belt back on, and that'll give you a diagram and it'll show you how to put the belt back on. Okay guys, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and get both these wires off, so we can just take the bolts off and then we'll pull the alternator out. And if you plan on pulling this connector out with your fingers, good luck with that, because it's on there really good and you can't get your fingers in there really well. So what I'm using is actually a pair of spark plug wire pullers, and I'm just going to reach in there and kind of squeeze and pull and take it off just like that. And then we've got this crafty little cap looking thing right here, and what I do is I reach my hand around this hose. Hold on, I'm gonna have to get over here. I reach my hand around this hose and I'll lift up. You're gonna lift up on it just like that, and then we'll pull it off just like that. Then we need to take that nut off and then pull this wire off. Alright guys, now the nut on the wire is a 10mm nut, so I've already broken it loose here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my extension like a screwdriver, and I'm going to pick that nut up with the extension, and then you just go ahead and pull the wire off like that and set it off to the side. Okay guys, now there's two bolts on this thing, and they're both 14mm. One is sitting right here, okay, so you need to take that one off. And then there is another one directly below that on the other side of the alternator. Now I'm going to remove that bolt and I'm going to bring it up and show you while the camera is rolling. You might even be able to see my face. So I would not be able to get a good camera angle on this. It would be very dark, and if you have two eyes and you can identify the alternator, then you should be able to find this. So there's no trick to it. If it was tricky, then I would show you, but it's just not worth all the pain and hassle and awfulness that comes with it. So I'm just taking it off here, and I'm showing you that it doesn't take that long either, hopefully. I want to build your confidence. I want you to know you will be able to do this. So, alright, and I came up top here for a breather, and you can get under there and work the bolt there without even lifting the car up there. So I just came up here to do the finishing touch so you can see where the bolt is coming out from, and there we go. And there's bolt number 1, or bottom bolt, actually more like number 2. And always take off the tougher one first. Like you saw me take off the bottom one there, so make sure you do that. Take off the tougher one first, because when you're taking off the last one, hold on, oh there we go. When you're taking off the last one, if it's the tough one, it just makes it so much worse. So that one looks pretty loose. We can just go ahead and get him off there. Oh, he's going to be fun too. So he's going to take a while. Now, if you have air tools, just makes it so much more fun. It just goes so much faster. And I do have an air compressor and an air ratchet, but I'm just not going to use that because I know you guys at home that are watching probably don't have that luxury. Also, it's late at night and there's people sleeping in this house now, so that's another reason why I won't be using the air ratchet. I do all this work. This is at my mom's house out in the country where they have a 2-car garage. I live in this city with my wife in a nice little townhome. So I come out here to do all this fun work. So that looks loose enough there. And that's the last bolt. So let's see how much of a fight it puts up coming out. And I told you we'd be able to just pull it up through here, but I'm thinking we should probably go through the bottom. So let's see. I'm gonna look down here at the bottom and see what we got going on. Oh. And yeah, it makes more sense to come through the bottom, so I'm just gonna rock it back and forth like that. And there's this thing that's attached to at the bottom. When you're wiggling it back and forth, you're getting it off of that. So I've done that, and I'm just coming through the bottom here. And here in just a second, I'll show you exactly what I did and how I pulled it out there. Alright guys, so here I am. I'm at the bottom. I'm just about positive this is not the best angle ever. So, the alternator was up here, and I'm doing this one-handed. It's loads of fun. And it was sitting... Alright, you can see the two pieces right there. There we go. And it was sitting in there like that. And it sits in there tough, so when you rock it back and forth, you slowly detach it from that. So you do that, and then you just come straight down. It's not really all that tough. There's not too many obstacles. So I guess I'll go ahead and put it back in and just kind of give you an overview of how to put it back in. Alright, so I decided to let you guys see what it looks like after all. See, and this is where the bolt goes. I'm actually using the camera to see where I'm supposed to put the bolt there. So, yeah, go ahead and put your bottom bolt back in. Then we'll get your top one started, and then we'll get everything plugged back up. Okay, guys, so once you got that top bolt back in, we're going to go ahead and put the wires back on. And, let's see. I can't see and do it at the same time. This is just terrible. So I'm going to put that one back in. And then that one clicked back in. Yeah, then I'll put that nut back on there. Make sure you get both your bolts on nice and tight. Then you're gonna turn right on your ratchet on the belt tensioner. Get your belt back on, and again, if you got it all fandangled, then you can check out that other video and it'll show you how to put your belt back on the right way. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Well guys, unfortunately that's all the time I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I did making it. And fortunately, you can catch me again right here on Fixbook tomorrow on my next video. Just don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave lots of comments down below. Well, thanks again guys for watching, and see you tomorrow right here on Fixbook.